Hey everyone, it's Trader Rob. It's Friday, November 3rd, and we are in a trade setup here
Order
in
canceled.
the Russell. Well, we were in a trade setup in the Russell. We took another loser. All right, let's get to the intro and let me tell you some of the updates on the system and maybe a very important update on those that want to purchase the system. All right, we're back. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate all of the support that you guys have been giving to the channel. It's been growing exponentially, and I will put a link to, I forgot to put the link in yesterday to the Discord channel, um, but I will definitely make sure to put the link in today. My oil strategy video using NinjaTrader that's scheduled to be uploaded at 2:15 Central Time here today, which will probably be before you guys see this video, so it'll be up there already. That's a good one. So that shows you pretty much how I trade my oil strategies every morning. And if you traded the strategy this morning, man, was that a nice one. 32 ticks of profit in the first session. It was that was and it was a fast trade. I mean, I don't even think we were in that trade for over a minute. So I can't even count how many people in my Discord channel that all took that trade this morning. So that was fantastic, and hopefully you see me kind of looking off to the side. That's just kind of looking to see if the second session from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. gets us into a trade. So here's some developments. I should have had this opened already. This is my bad, but that's okay. I'll pull it up here. So I like to take a look at the Gold Line Trades website. You know, I don't want to say every single day, but I do keep close tabs on it just to see if there's any updates or if there's anything that I can obviously share on my channel to help you guys out. Now, the thing is that yesterday when I went to go take a look at the website, let me throw it up here on the screen. You can see now that it doesn't say sold out. So it looks like it's going to allow you to purchase the bot right now. Now, as you guys remember in my video, I don't remember if it was Monday or whatnot, but in my video, I had mentioned that Bob had come out with a video that stated that he was going to interview people that wanted to purchase his bot. So I'm not sure how that process is going to work or if he's even going to do that or not. But it does look like the bot is open for business where you can go in and purchase a subscription, which is $350. I should have left that up there. Yeah, $350 per month. It's a monthly subscription. He's got a gold line, just the indicator is 175. And then he's got copy of gold line trade with assistant tool 350. I don't know, that doesn't look right. That looks like the same thing as this. So not sure what that's all about, but it does look like it's available. And if you go into his tools section, this is where you can see the different templates, the strategy templates. There's some sound files, which I don't even have on my computer yet because for some reason, I like the alert of an order being thrown up on my screen. That to me is the exact same thing as what the sound files would be doing. So I have not installed those. And then here are some screenshots of the different strategies. So if I open up here oil, this will open up, you know, the settings of the strategy. So yeah, that's a pretty big update, So I'm not sure again what his thinking is going to be as far as if he's still going to be interviewing people or not. But if it is, it's something very unique. I'm assuming to do. But I kind of understand why he's doing it. I mean, he wants people to understand the system. He wants people to understand the strategy, more importantly than the system. In his video, he mentions that many people that he has found that purchased the bot when it was first available had no clue about the strategy. Now, these are his words. They had no clue about the strategy, and that was, not that was a disservice to the strategy and to the people that are trading it. So there's two trains of thought on that, because this is an automated strategy, and I am pretty much turning it on and letting it do what it's going to do. I mean, obviously, I already took a trade here on the Russell this morning. Let's pull this up to see. Let's see what's kind of going on here on this trade. So here it looked like we had a pullback into the 5-minute gold line. Okay. So, and another thing too, today's, Friday the 3rd. I thought the market had a pretty good open. Oil ripped, NASDAQ was moving. Felt like it was like the first good price action that I had seen in quite some time. Now that price action has kind of died off a little bit here, but we'll see. So we had a pretty good rip up, and then we had a very slow decline into the 5-minute goal line, which I like that trade. I would have liked this setup here. I like that it took this trade. And obviously, I wasn't in that trade for more than, I don't know, 25 seconds. And it knocked us out very quickly. So, and that was a $15 loss. So, $15.44. So our account sits right now at $2,132.96. So still up on the challenge. But I like this trade setup. I honestly do. I really like the 5-minute red line trades. Those seem to me to be ones that I really, really enjoy. And I know a lot of people kind of say the same thing. And the reason for that is that you're getting a really healthy pullback, and if you get that resistance from that 5-minute gold line, it seems to be like this. I think Bob calls it like a rubber band effect, which is it's very true. It's almost like a trampoline, and you do get some pretty good moves. Now, obviously, if it doesn't hold the 5-minute red line, I mean, yeah, you're screwed. You're out of the trade and you took a loss. But that's trading, that's a part of trading. So yeah, one loss here on the Russell. I personally saw, let me open up the NASDAQ here. The NASDAQ had an open and had a touch after the open, had a touch to the 1-minute goal line. No, I'm sorry, over here. It was over here. This was the rip up, okay, right at the open. We get a touch. We get another small, I don't even know if that was a touch there. It almost probably wasn't because I don't see a label for it.
Order submitted.
But, here and here we do get a touch. It's just not enough of a pullback. But at the same time, the 1-minute goal line is supposed to get you into that trend. But it's it's before that the bot is looking to take a trade. And man, as I have the thing open, we got a setup here on the NASDAQ. exciting. Let's pull this, let's make this bigger. Sorry, everybody, if this is making you dizzy with my... All right, so what do we have here? We've got, oh, I mean, just as we were talking, we've got a 5 minute, we got to pull back to the 5 minute red line. And, oh, come on. Come on. Okay, well, as long as this next red candle stays within closes. Okay, so we still got to trade. Now we need this thing to just get that rubber band effect that I was just talking about. I mean, how awesome would this be if we get into a trade setup that works exactly how I said it? I mean, shit, things never happen that way. So now here, just so you guys can understand this, the strategy. On this particular scenario, we would not want this candle. Well, it would still keep us in a trade just because it's the high of this candle at this point would still be within that 5 minute red line. I don't think the red line is going to move that much. So even though we might not activate on this candle, it should, I presume that the entry should drop down to this next candle. Because there you go. So it did. And we still have a trade set up. I mean, now would be a great time to just get that bounce, but we're not really seeing it. This last candle closed below the 5 minute red line, but still had part of its body.
Order submitted.
All right, so we're in a trade. We're in a trade here. Man, and I keep forgetting to change this to currency. I mean, somebody in the comments, just remind me, please. Can't believe that It's just set to points right now, and it's set to points.
Order canceled.
Man. Man, I talked that one up too. I pretty much said exactly what I wanted to happen, and it did. Yeah. So, wouldn't it be something if we get a rip here? Could be. Could be. So let's see what the trade. So that was a loss right there of $33 just because of the fact that we took the full stop loss on that. And man, it looks like it used me for the liquidity it needed for the bounce up. I'm joking. I don't think that, but obviously I know that there was probably a good amount of gold line traders that obviously had their stops there. So I don't know. Does that look at this? I mean, this is exactly what we were looking for. That's a punch in the you know what, but hey. So today we are now down $48.88. Yeah. Look at that. I mean, that was like the perfect setup. It's like it used us for the momentum that it needed for the push up here. Can't wait to see what yeah, everybody in Discord, same thing. So 2 losses here. It's weird because today I was pretty excited about the trading day. Let me give you a summary of my trades. It's been a great morning for me. Besides obviously these 2 small losses, or actually no, there were 2 kind of healthy losses. The NASDAQ at $33 was a pretty good chunk, relatively speaking. So my morning NASDAQ trade that I take almost every day at 8:35 today did not trigger at 8:35. Took a few more candles, but I got it. Took my $250 profit on that trade this morning. Haven't made a video on that one yet. Um, Definitely much more complicated strategy. So I like to put out videos that are simple, that people can understand for several reasons. Because one, it minimizes, I think, the questions that people would have. I mean, a complicated strategy, or what I might consider to be a complicated strategy, I'm trying to find a way to simplifying that where it comes off as simple as like my oil trade strategy and the NASDAQ 15-minute candle reversal strategy that I posted. Those are the things that I like. So it's coming. It's not. I'm not saying that I'm not gonna post that video, but that one is. I would say I have two of and these are just my, what I would consider my holy grail trades. Um, Apart from even the oil, I mean, the oil is doing phenomenal. But the two other trades that I have, one that only shows up maybe once or twice a week on the NAS, but the other one's almost every day, which is pretty awesome. Not getting us set up here. What time is it? 9:40. Okay, so we got about 20 minutes. Got an inside candle so far forming on oil. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, that was a little bit of a doozy here on the NASDAQ, that little hit. Um, I had some positive, I mean, obviously, I had my first oil trade. That was positive. Got my NASDAQ trade, which is positive. So I'm up pretty good on the morning. And this guy is, I had really good feelings about this strategy here today, just based off of the price action. And I really liked what I saw with the NASDAQ here, and but didn't pan out. Oil's been quiet. Well, oil I think has been quiet because I think that that started up about 20 minutes ago. That strategy, same as the Russell. Well, the Russell I think had two strategies start already. And when I say the strategy, I mean you can obviously see these weird lines here. Horizontal lines, no, vertical lines. Jesus, vertical lines. Um, they symbolize when a strategy is starting. One of the different strategies that they have. So we've got a 1 minute goal line, a 5 minute goal line, and a 5 minute red line. So as they start, you'll see these vertical lines pop up symbolizing that. I wish there was, maybe there is a visual way of, because I mean, obviously I could look in my strategy settings and see exactly which one. 925 oil. Let's just see what it is. 925. So that's the 1 minute goal line started there. Actually, the 5 minute goal line started at 9 a.m. 1 minute started at 925, and the 5 minute red line starts at 9:45, which is in about 2 minutes. So after that, the all three strategies within the strategy are on in oil in about 2 minutes. So we'll probably see another line pop up here on the NASDAQ. Let's take a look at those. The 1 minute gold line starts at 9 a.m. The 5 minute gold line starts at 8:45, and the 5 minute red line starts at 9:30. So all of those right now are active. And on the Russell, the 1 minute gold line starts at 9:15. 5 minute gold line starts at 9 a.m. and the 5 minute red line starts at 11:30. Now, I made a comment in the Discord this morning in regards to the NASDAQ. This is, again, just based off of observation, looking at price action, and, looking at the strategy. Once I'm done with this 30-day challenge and I could kind of go in and start um, changing a few things, not so much with the strategy, definitely changing some instruments around. Don't think I would take 3 instruments. Probably would pick the top two, which in my opinion right now would be oil and the NASDAQ. Even though people have been having success with gold, I've never traded gold. Oh, and I got a setup on. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Um, all right, give me 1 second here. All right, got my setup here for this oil trade. Just got activated. I was a little mad I wasn't able to get that one in Ninja. See, that's the problem too. I mean, when you're doing video, I'm giving you commentary. Um, my own personal trades do suffer a little bit just because I'm
Order canceled.
trying to put the attention on the video and trying to day trade at the same time. So I feel like I'm getting a good balance of the two. I definitely don't want my trading to suffer dramatically. Um, I'll give you a great example of just a stupid thing that I did this morning. It's embarrassing. Um, but it is what it is. Everybody, I guess, makes mistakes. So I have been trading prior to creating this YouTube channel and the videos. I was trading my oil strategy in NinjaTrader, which is why I created that video um, that's on the channel. And NinjaTrader is very easy for me to use, especially with that strategy. Works like a charm. TradeStation, on the other hand, which I had connected to TradingView, visually is just much nicer product. So I've been showing that with the TradingView. So based on that, I've been taking the trades with TradeStation in TradingView. I don't like it. I don't like the order entries, a way of manually doing things like that. So this morning I actually had TradeStation open, the actual desktop program of it. I set my order to short, which was the right move. It pierced the low, and I took it in NinjaTrader, and I took it in TradeStation. My NinjaTrader worked flawlessly. Got my full take profit on that. Got my full take profit on TradeStation, only to see that it took a long entry at my short, where my short entry was supposed to be. So I'm looking at it and I'm looking at my account and I'm negative there, and I'm like, what the heck just happened here? So again, dumb move. For me, NinjaTrader is just, it's smoother, it's easier. The way I have it set up with my entry, my auto entry, it just makes things a lot easier. You'll see in that video today. So kind of bothered me. So now, since I wasn't able to put the trade in on NinjaTrader because I was happened to be looking at my screen and I saw that the oil setup just popped up, I took it in I took it in TradingView. So I was able to get in my orders fine. We'll see what happens with that trade. So that's a good example of, I guess, some of the drawbacks of trying to trade and and try to do some videos at the same time. But to be honest with you, the comments that I read and the emails that I receive are pretty awesome. I really do read them all. I respond to almost every single thing I can, and that does keep me going with this channel. Because in the beginning it was somewhat of an exploratory thing as to, is this thing, are people even going to watch this channel? And I thought it would be a good way in the beginning too to, I don't want to say keep me accountable, but what can I say? I guess, yeah, maybe this talking things out and talking through these charts. I do like to talk, so take that for what it's worth. But just going through this out loud, even though I am talking into a microphone, it I don't know. I feel like I'm even explaining things to myself in a way where I I'm benefiting from it as well. Let's just say that from a trading standpoint. Now, you do have some drawbacks, which I've already talked about, but it is what it is. Nothing is going to be perfect ever. Trade on oil. So we're up. We're about a quarter way to take profit there. Ooh, what a rip. What a strong rip there. Let's see if that can, man, that almost came close to take profit there. There you go. Second session of oil, full take profit. Which is nice because I took this in TradeStation. So now at least I even that account out. So I'm at least up because I'm up on the Ninja. I wish I could have taken on Ninja too, but you guys watching this video caused me a trade on my oil, but that's okay. Let's look at the Discord really quick here. Everybody's going crazy. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so for those of you looking to get the trading bot, looks like you can go to the site. Don't quote me because I'm not going in there and buying another bot, but it looks like it's open. Sold out is gone. It looks like you can go through the checkout process. So for those of you who've been waiting, now might be a time to jump on that if you want. Hopefully we get some trades, some positive trades here. I feel we're down. We're down $48 and some change. But I still have a very positive feeling about today. I really do. So let's see what the rest of the day gives us. See you guys in a little bit.
Order submitted.
All right, and right away we are in a trade setup here on the Russell.
Order
Let's
submitted.
see. Had a pullback here to the 5-minute red line, and we've got a entry of 1759.50, a stop loss of 1760.50, and a take profit of 1756. So again, kind of an aggressive take profit here. A lot of consolidation here. But we'll see if we can get a good bounce here. Let's see what happens here on this trade.
Order submitted.
Come on. Come on, Russell. Russell's been difficult for us lately. I don't know. I haven't had any luck on the Russell with the trading with the gold line trading bot. Maybe this is gonna be the same.
Order canceled.
All right, first trade of the day, and it's a loser. Let's see what the rest of the day's got. Hopefully something better. All right, and then we've got actually two setups at the same time. We've got one in oil in the middle, and then we've got the NASDAQ setting up on a 5-minute gold line. Oil's looking at a 5-minute red line pullback. So let's see which trade here we can get into.
Order submitted.
Okay, so we're long on the NASDAQ here. I actually really like this setup. I mean, that's a great pullback down to a good number. I love that target there. You know, it's right where you just know price action wants to get back up to. Auto break even just got initiated, so we're pretty much a break even trade. Looks like we hit about 50% to profit, maybe 45% to the profit target here. So let's see if the NQ can make this push up here to take a green trade here. Come on, NQ, MNQ. Come on. Ooh, that is real close to 60% of the profit
Order
there.
canceled.
So our oil trade never activated. That canceled out. You heard it in the background. This is a pivotal spot right here. Come on, you're almost there. You're almost there. Let's go, my man. You're almost there. Come on. Give me something here this morning. No. 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 Well, you kind of can assume that maybe get a pullback here a little bit. But again, you know, break even is already initiated. So we had some space there to let this
Order
pull back.
canceled.
And we're out. Chopped out of that one. Man, that one I had some high hopes on. That looked like a very, very good setup. Just didn't pan out. All right, let's see what else we get. All right, here we're getting a trade
Order
setup.
submitted.
Oh, we're going to trade on oil. We're looking for a long pullback here to the 1-minute goal line. Entry of 81.96, tight stop at 81.90, and a take profit of 82.21. Not the greatest trade. I mean, obviously, I would have much rather been into this 1-minute goal line much
Order
sooner
canceled.
because, you know, you've already got a pretty big push. You could kind of make a case for, you know, some exhaustion, a little bit of a pullback, and maybe continuation. But again, just not a successful, it was an unsuccessful trade here. Let's see what else we got. All right, here we got a trade setup happening in the NASDAQ. It is looking for a short off of the 1-minute goal line.
Order submitted.
Not a huge fan of this setup. Take profit is obviously in a spot where we haven't been in a very long time. Entry on this one was at 161.75. Stop loss is at 166.75, and the take profit is at 143.
Order canceled.
So looking for about 18 points of profit there, and obviously we do not get it. That was a loser. All right, let's see what else we got. All right, here we got a short setup in oil. Looks like we got a touch here to the 5-minute goal line.
Order submitted.
We are in a short. We've got an entry here at 80.36, 80.46, so 10 ticks of stop loss and a take profit of 79.76, which is a pretty aggressive take profit here. Price action just doesn't really call for this. Doesn't really call for this type of a move in oil. And again, especially not with that, I think with this tight of a stop loss, I think it would be difficult. We've had some great moves in oil today, just none that we've been in with the trading bot yet. Hopefully we can change that. Hopefully we can we're in some profit here. Let's see if we can get a push. Obviously, you guys see that that pivot there, which would be, in my opinion, pretty difficult to get through. Of course, nothing is impossible. Let's see if if our auto break even here initiated. So it trails it. It's trailing that that green candle. So it took a little bit more risk off the table, which in fact I probably wouldn't want to do here. I would have actually just rather have kept it where it was at. Just in the case that it wants to retest that area of consolidation right there. But let's see. Maybe we get a gigantic move. Just doesn't. I mean, if I was a betting man, which we all are in trading, but I would actually feel more strongly that we would try to retest that. Kind of go right back into the mean and get back into that area consolidation over a breakout right here, which is what we would need to even come close to hitting that target. Looks like we might get stopped out here. Come on. Come on, oil. Come on, oil. It's funny because, just thinking about this, I like taking my oil trades in the morning, that 8 a.m. to 9 and 9 to 10. And seems to be some great moves there. So maybe that's a great time slot to put this, to kind of, obviously tweak the system, which I'm not going to do until I'm done with this challenge. But just thinking, forward thinking here, that would be a great time to probably activate this. And I think it's not set to start until, I don't know, 9 a.m. Central Time. Still in a trade. Doesn't look good though. Doesn't look good here. Come on, oil. Do something for me. And yesterday, every time I said do something for me, you did the opposite of what I needed you to do. So today has been pretty similar to yesterday, just a whole bunch of cuts. Eventually, you hope you don't have so many cuts that you get knocked down. Yeah, just not enough room here.
Order canceled.
There's zero breathing space for that trade. So yeah, another loser there. Another loser there on oil. All right, let's see if there's anything else. All right, and we're back. Well, after the breakdown there of all the trades today, you can see it was kind of a bloodbath. Obviously, the trading bot today did not. Well, we incurred some losses here today. Let me throw up our P&L here, which today we took a total loss of $115.28, bringing our account down to $2,033.12. So that was about a hit about 5% of our total account here today. And the part that's just bugging me is that in the morning, I really had super high hopes for the day. I liked the price action that I saw in the morning. I was in Discord. I was super pumped. I really thought that, that the system was going to have a good day. And here's the crazy part. I think we took all losses today. I think there was one maybe that went down to break even. There was a lot of, if you were trading the strategy today manually, you probably made money. So it's not knocking the strategy. Obviously, the bot just didn't perform today, and also not that it didn't perform the way it's supposed to. It just didn't perform well in what the market gave it today. So super bummed about that, because again, I was pumped up about it. I saw some really good setups that I would have taken. I know I would have taken on if I was trading this manually. And we had a few trades there where, we had the thrust that we're looking for, just no continuation. Not when the bot got in there. So listen, guys, no strategy is going to work every day. Yes, granted, we've had three red days in a row, which sucks. But after 9 days of trading the strategy, we're at least still in the green. Granted, it's a small buffer. $33 is, that could be eaten away pretty quick. But at the same time, the strategy could have performed terrible, and we could have been down maybe $200 or $300 in the account, which we're not. So you got to take the good with the bad. There's no strategy that's going to win every day. There was a few trades here today I wish the system would have activated on, but for one reason or the other, based on its coding, it did not. And I get that, because sometimes it's going to not take trades that would be losers, and it saves you. And then you see trades that would have been great winners, and it didn't take, and those bother you. So it's kind of a balance. You got to balance everything out. So I'm still looking forward to see how this system is going to perform. I'd like to see how this is going to perform here, in the coming week. I'm still very positive about it. And I'm already thinking of a lot of little, very, very little slight changes that I would make, where I think that I can increase the profitability on this system without changing any. I'm not changing any type of targets or anything like that. I would like to actually adjust some of the start times of the start times of when it starts looking at for a 1 minute goal line, or a 5 minute goal line, or a 5 minute red line. I'd like to be able to adjust a few of those, which I can. I'm just not doing it for this 30-day challenge. How did the rest of the day go? It went freaking awesome. Hit my NQ trade this morning for $250. Both of my oil trade strategies hit this morning. So even though I took a loss on the bot of $115, I was super profitable this week. Today I was profitable this week. And that's always a great feeling. It's a great feeling ending a Friday with being in the green, especially being in the green for the week. I don't know. There's just something about going into the weekend when you're in the green that makes you feel pretty good. It was funny because when I would trade earlier, and I'm talking earlier, like last year or the year before, when I would consider myself to be a pretty crappy trader, sometimes I would have like a tiny win at Friday morning, and I wouldn't trade the rest of the day because I was like, hey, you know what? It's $50. I'm green for the day. I might be red as shit for the entire week, but at least I get to go through the weekend with a little bit of positivity. So yeah, the oil trades worked out really nice this morning. The NASDAQ worked out really nice. The My 15-minute NQ trade. Let me see if I can throw that chart up here. Here we go. No setups today whatsoever. Hopefully you guys can understand this. If you don't even know what you're looking at, I'll link the video that explains this strategy and how to get this indicator that I had coded for NinjaTrader for free. I'm giving it out to everybody who wants it. So take a look at that. It'll explain how to get it, and it'll give you all the details. But for those of you that, and I know there's a few of you that are, looking at this strategy, your first signal here, which was a short, was invalidated because it was pre-market. So that would be a condition that would kill it. And number two is that it closed higher than the ADMA. No good. Next signal comes, I believe, at 10:15. Yes, 10:15. And a short signal, but again, closes above the ADMA. No trade. We got really close to one that would have worked out really nicely, but it just right at the end, it didn't. I can't see it on the chart right now because it ended up closing, I think, a little bit higher than the previous candle. So yeah, no trades there. Again, I like that because it's systematic. You know what your rules are. You know what you're looking for. My only issue with the 15-minute NASDAQ trade is you got to be looking at the charts, and shit. There's people that are coding this indicator and making it into a strategy, and our inside bar strategy. They're coding it. They're doing a lot of stuff in the back end. Guys, one thing I would like to let everyone know: I'm open and free about everything that I'm an open book. I'm trying to give as much knowledge as I possibly can, and do the same. If you figure something out or you create something that you think can help the community, share it with people. Because if you don't share it, how can you expect to also grab it, and take things? So just be open with this stuff. The more people that get that type of attitude, the better the retail trader, the better the sucky traders that are out there will have at least a small fighting chance to profitability. And that is what I want to leave you guys with. I just want to let you guys know that I've had a ball with this channel. I love reading the comments. I love reading the positivity that I see in the comments. All these people that are emailing me, telling me in Discord, in the comments, that they've passed their evaluation accounts with some of the trading strategies. A lot of the people that are, looking at Robert Anderson's trading strategy, that are appreciating my commentary on why I think that's the bot didn't take certain trades. They're all very appreciative of that, and I just want to let you know I've been having a lot of fun with it, and I can't wait to see you guys next week. Happy trading, guys.